Welcome, everyone, to the 5.5 Legs.
Virtual Cigar Lounge.
Thank you. Virtual Cigar Lounge here at Coast Cigar, 2420 Government Street in beautiful Ocean Springs, Mississippi.
Beautiful. It's fucking cold out.
I am here with Bones, Mort, and myself, Maverick, here to bring you an hour of something, whether it be entertainment.
It's going to be something.
It's going to be something. We're bringing you something.
Bring you something. Whether you like it or not, you're going to get it.
Well, the last time we talked or spoke or brought some entertainment to you, it was still had some sunlight out there. Now it's 25 or 24 of 7, and it's pitch black outside, and it has been for an hour.
Got a nice bright light out in the parking lot.
Yeah, we got a bright light. It usually shines in my face for where I sit in this place of ours. And welcome, Kevin. Welcome, Alicia. Allie.
How are things down under?
He's probably sleeping on the couch, man. She put a picture out there the other day. You got the L-shaped couch, right? You got him sprawled out like this. You got the little one, Haley, just sprawled out like that on the both of them out.
Is that during the day or?
Oh, dude, it's daylight.
Daylight.
And he's just like I said, just like his mom. His mom and his sister.
Huh.
Just crashing on the couch.
God.
All right.
But his back is killing him, man. It's hurting really bad.
Oh,
So, gentlemen, tell us a little bit about your day before we start this debacle.
It sucked. Today was a bad day.
It was a bad day for Bones.
Could have been worse.
Mort
Could
had
always
a
be
day
worse.
where he was supposed to have a meeting with somebody early, and they didn't show up.
supposed to show up at 8 o'clock this morning, 8:30.
At work?
Insurance guy to the house.
Yeah, Mike Bryan would have been there at 7.
What time did he get there?
11:15.
I thought that was the other day he was coming at like 2
No,
o'clock
this
in
is
the
another
afternoon.
one. I had to take pictures of the stuff inside the house for the new policy.
Oh.
So he was a couple hours, 3 hours late, right?
Oh, yeah. And that just ruined the whole day. It's like, I got to leave at 3 o'clock for physical therapy anyway. I might as well just call it a day.
Well, gentlemen, what are you smoking?
I'm smoking this Cafe 1901 San Geronimo, handmade in Honduras, which is getting hammered by a Cat 5 right now.
For the second time.
In less than 2 weeks.
And the landing was less than 15 miles from
Where it landed last
the
time.
big one. Yeah.
Wow.
I got a Southern Draw
It's nuts.
blue fraternal order, one of the new ones.
I was going to say, that's new.
It is new, yes.
How is it?
Isn't
Oh,
it?
it's fantastic.
Yeah, you're a Southern Draw guy.
I like
this
Southern
one?
Plus,
Draw.
you like the
No, this one here.
you like the president of the company too.
Yeah, I like Robert Holt. He's a good
Yeah,
guy.
Robert Holt's a nice guy. We've met him a couple times
Yeah.
So sure.
in different circumstances.
Oh, yeah, sure.
And,
Definitely.
we met him here, or we met him at
Yeah,
the
he
other
came
place.
here and hung out.
Yeah, I
It was
think we
this
met
one.
him in both places, but we were
It was this
familiar
one,
with
wasn't
him.
He came here and hung
He
out.
didn't- not the other one.
I was over at Havana Race.
No.
We met him over there. That's when we first
Whataburger.
met him.
He wasn't at Whataburger, was he? I don't think he ever came to Whataburger.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he did.
Not Robert
That's
Hall.
when he was familiar with not liking the situation over there.
Well, he may have been there before. I didn't get a chance to talk to
I
him.
don't.
Yeah, I think I did.
Welcome,
Well,
Tyler.
anyway, Robert Holt's a nice guy, and I'm smoking a Padella.
Brendan's dying
And?
from the heat.
It's good. It's a nice little 30-minute.
Yeah.
It's a 30-minute smoke, but they have they go up the ladder from Connecticut to Maduro. I got what's in about the middle of the ballpark. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I've been smoking them regularly.
Nice.
Yeah, they're all right. They're all right for like 20, 25 minutes, I guess.
2012, the shorty.
Oh, yeah.
2012.
Those things are awesome.
Dude, I smoked the red one last night, and it was just like, oh shit, it was spicy.
Yeah.
It felt
I'm going to
like
this
peppery.
next.
Of course you are.
Padella.
Of course you are.
And we're getting a big supply of them coming in like
Well,
Friday or Saturday.
that
Or
was-
not never Saturday, but from Friday to Monday. They'll be in a whole shipment.
Hello, Kaylin. Allie says they're going through a heat because it's summertime over there now.
Summertime.
Going through a heat wave. He's dying of the heat, man.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, he spent the last 4 years up in Alaska. It's just
But
like,
better and cold. Well, not for him
no,
yet.
He'd rather have.
But he'll adapt to it.
But no, he's always been a cold kid. He like Davey said, he'd go to school in the middle of the winter with snow on the ground and gym shorts, sneakers, and a hoodie.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it up there when I had when it would have been
No
called
cold.
You
six
know,
legs.
you say you could always put clothes on, but
You know what?
You can't put enough. When
And
it's
you know what?
cold.
I don't like wearing all that stuff.
No.
I'd rather wear something very good and warm instead of multiple stuff because then you're walking like the Tin Man.
Oh, you're walking
You know
like
what I
that
mean?
kid on the Christmas story.
Yeah.
I gotta pee.
Oh,
Too late.
37 degrees Celsius. That's like, I think it's double plus something. No, it's shit. It's almost triple, isn't it?
I don't know.
What's
I don't know
that?
that.
Fahrenheit. We don't go by the metric system.
Yeah,
here.
we don't go by that metric system.
We're American.
That what's it called? Whoever started that was an ass.
We go by the imperial system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever
why
the fuck's that
why
mean?
would the metric system matter? Okay, 1 point blah 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 equals a it makes no sense. It's not even numbers.
Well, isn't freezing 0 and boiling 100 in Celsius?
Well, because
Isn't
it's
that how the
32
skull-
degrees off. Yeah, because that's 32
I have
degrees.
no
The
idea.
scale goes that way.
I know when it's below something in
put something up
Celsius,
there.
it's cold as shit out here.
Yeah, if it's 0,
98.
holy smokes!
Damn.
Yeah, that's kind of warm.
That's my kind of
Yeah,
weather.
that's our kind of weather
That's
here.
my kind. I love that weather.
That's when your father-in-law says, "Damn, it's hot."
I'm gonna go jump in my pool. Speaking of the pool, guess what?
The cover fell off.
I made the last payment today.
All
Paid
right.
off.
Pool's
Paid
paid
off.
off. Now I'll get some hot tubs in there, and we'll.
One more thing, down and out.
Down and
away
out.
for retirement, man.
Need a hot tub.
Oh man!
Oh,
I'll tell you what, it would be nice right now.
Yep. it's
Okay, so I
freezing.
was right.
100 is boiling point.
Okay, I remember that from high school. I don't know how I can remember that from high school.
I remember
but
Mr. Vente Sunpeat from high school,
I remember
which says in the
0 to 100, and so you figure out, when they tell you, it's 80 degrees Celsius. That's kind of hot.
Caitlin said we're all idiots. Everybody else uses the metric system.
Okay.
No, we're just the last ones to not want to convert. Because we
Yeah,
don't
we're
wanna-
too old,
We don't want to change.
so we're not doing it. So you do it, Caitlin.
An ounce is
We're
an
gonna-
ounce. An ounce
We're
is
going
an
to pay
ounce.
you in metric money. That's how you like that, which is amounts to nothing.
I bet she goes by the ounce system on certain things and doesn't go metric
No,
on
not
that.
anymore. Not lately.
She doesn't go metric on that?
Nope.
Oh, how old's Caitlin?
Caitlin is 30 years old.
Yeah, well,
She'll
she's,
be here in 30 days. No, less than that. She'll be here on the 19th.
Huh.
So whatever that is.
Bring me your
What's
Caitlin.
today?
Bring me your airplane cookies.
That's the third. Today's the
17th.
17th. Right? Oh, today's Davy's sister's birthday. Caitlin, today's your Aunt Wanda's birthday.
Make
Is
sure you
that
call
the
your Aunt Wanda.
is that the one that knows how to dance real good?
Yeah, no, let's not go there.
No, I just said she knows how to dance real good. We heard at weddings she dances.
Oh, we
real
got to
good.
get. Okay,
Call your Aunt Wanda.
I'm going to invest in something else. We're going to get bigger. We're going to get something where we can read this shit, and not have to. It's even.
I can't.
think
I mean,
you
it's
can-
easier than that.
I think you can adjust the
Font.
let me see the mouse. You go ahead and talk while I take a look at this.
Maybe we could make the font bigger. What do we got? We got. I started filming my first. Oh, look at that. We just have to scroll. That'll work. Oh, that's so much easier to read. What did you do? Just
Go up here to the top and zoom.
I'll lower the zoom just a little bit.
Metric is much easier.
Was that 150? Oh, that'll work. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
easy to
better.
read.
I can
Look
even
at
read
that,
that.
man.
Technology at its finest, baby.
Welcome, Ronnie. I didn't tell you to call. I just told her it was her birthday.
I told her to call her.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said call your Aunt Wanda.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I must
What'd she
be,
say?
I must
You
be
call
going-
her?
No.
She says she's not calling.
Why not? No, never mind. Forget it. Sometimes we just say forget it, and you don't have to know what we
Forget
mean.
about it. Hey, folks, episode 99
99,
this week. 99. Guess what that means? Next week.
100.
If you haven't gone to YouTube yet and subscribed, you're gonna lose out.
Go to
So,
YouTube and hit
Subscribe
Subscribe.
and the little bell. to
And you know
remind
what? You know what?
To remind
If you share it with somebody and they subscribe, you get a bonus point. We'll do it that way.
you get 2 entries instead of
Two
1.
entries instead
Yes,
of one.
2 entries instead of 1.
And I think you'll want to do that. So
Yes, we are, Allie. We're giving away stuff, and we're having on three of the
Big
that have
guys.
been good to us since we've been in
Big guys.
Been in this business, per se.
And we're going to be dressed. So we'll
We
have
are?
our clothes. Yeah, we're going to have our clothes on.
Oh, we'll have a. Oh, we're not getting dressed up.
No, we're going to have
No,
our clothes
okay.
on. We used to threaten that with the last
Yeah.
last show we were on.
Yeah.
Gabby Cappy, Kurt
I wish we would've
Bahate,
did that.
and
That would've been
Armin. Armin, I can't pronounce your last name. I'm sorry. It's too Armenian for me. I can't pronounce it. Caprian. The three stooges of the Boutique Cigar Association.
Okay.
The president, the vice president, and the treasurer.
Well, there you go.
Yep. And I'm almost with the Curry asked me today. He said, "What time are we coming on tonight?" I said, "No, that's next week." Apparently, I gave him the 7th. I did give him the 17th versus the 24th, but that's all right.
Goodness.
You know, he asked me hours before.
Goodness.
I'll send him the reminder and the invite. So I am in the middle of filming my first No Bones About It. Yeah, I just got to figure out how to edit it and then get it off my phone up to YouTube.
That's
Well, that's gonna
there's
take me a
somebody
lot.
that can do that.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to take me a lot to do that, but you'll be able to patiently show me.
Well, you film it, then we'll
Right.
get it taken care
I'll
of.
be doing it probably in the car down by the beach. Mavs minutes.
You can have clothes on.
Yeah,
Okay.
unfortunately.
What's up, Norm?
Hey, how y'all doing?
I know.
Good.
How's the show going?
Pretty
Good.
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 It's going right
Let's
now.
start it.
On sport.
Sports.
Sports.
NCAA says they want to keep March Madness in one location, Indianapolis or somewhere up
So they're
there.
going to do the bubble.
Yes, all 68 teams in the same
Town.
location. Yep.
They're going to bubble them.
They could do. That's why it's going to be in India. They're going to have the rooms. They'll have the hotels. They'll have plenty. There's going to be no fans there. There's going to be so there's no rooms that need to be taken up by everybody else.
Right.
So they can house
Say 10,000 people.
a couple of teams in each hotel.
Right.
You know, and
I
plus
ain't
some-
liking that.
Oh, I do.
You
You know
know,
why?
it lets them play.
It still has a tournament. You can still have the freaking
It
tournament.
lets them play.
Dude, college basketball is the most exciting sport to me.
Yeah, but I like it with the fans there, man. When's this
Well,
going to end? When's it going to end?
Probably next year because of the vaccine and all that
Yeah,
stuff's
yeah.
going to take place. And
But I want the fans.
Yeah.
I did too.
yeah.
So you're going to
Um,
have, say, how many people you got to figure out? How many,
Even Ronnie says hi.
Hey,
Norm.
Norm. Yeah.
how many people show up?
His name really is Norm, not just like
100 people is on a college side between the coaches, the
in
staff.
football right now.
No, in college basketball.
On the side. Oh, on the.
No, just I'm saying with everybody that has to come there, the trainers,
There's
the athletic support.
There's 12 players on the team. You got coaching staff anywhere from 1 to 5, so 17.
It's about
Trainers,
25.
18, probably about
So
25.
let's do a high number, 50.
Oh, that's way high.
Yeah, it is
Well,
way
let's
high.
say. I mean, you got the towel boys, you got the people
Yeah,
that
but those
are
are
the
folks.
equipment
Those are
watchers.
folks are there. You know, those are folks that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, let's say a high number of 50. So you
Okay.
have 50 times 68, right?
Okay.
That's doable.
So in other words, they need 3,000 rooms,
Well, they're gonna put two they'll put 2 players to a room.
Yeah.
right? So now you need 1,500.
Yeah.
You need
Oh,
1,500
so
rooms.
Big cities like that, they got
Yeah,
Yeah,
1,500.
yeah, absolutely they do.
I mean,
I'm just saying is
you
that's a
know.
lot of kids in one area, but then they're stuck in there, right? They're not allowed to leave.
Right.
Yeah, it's only 3
You're
weeks.
not allowed to have visitors and all that happy
It's
good
only
stuff.
3
either.
weeks. And well, some of them are only gonna be there for 2 nights.
Yeah, right,
You know,
right,
it's,
right,
it's
right.
gonna go
right,
down.
right. So I
Half
guess
of them
all
will
right.
be gone by that first Sunday, and then the next half will be gone the next week.
Yeah.
The ones that got to stay the whole time are the ones that make the final, Sweet 16.
Yeah, Sweet 16, right?
They at that point they don't care. They want to go. They want to play. You know, I think somebody might miss it more. I would probably think football probably misses it more than baseball. or
Football's losing a
basketball.
lot more money
Oh.
than basketball is.
Basketball, they might not be losing much because they just offered James Harden at Houston offered him $50 million a year.
I'm talking about NCAA.
Oh, I see double. Yeah.
You mean talking about that? They offered Harden what? 50 million to stay?
Yeah.
To stay in Houston, but he don't want to stay in
He wants to
Houston.
go to the Nets. He said, "Nah, I don't need 50." He would have been the first $50 million player in basketball. $50 million. He said no. He said no.
And I like him too. Yeah, but you know what? If you
Well,
don't want
I
to
mean-
play there, it ain't about it shows you it ain't about the money for him. He ain't
That's
complaining about the number. He's complaining about the team he don't want to play for.
Right. He wants
Because
to.
they can't win.
He wants to go play with Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, because them,
They
you
got
have
a
them
chance.
three, then,
Oh, yeah.
then you have a better chance of going and being with LeBron and and whoever.
Yeah, he's just. I'm not.
That's who you're going to be with.
I'm not a LeBron fan.
I'm not either. I don't like nothing about him.
No.
I used to.
I used to too. So he ran his mouth.
Well, athletes need to stop running their mouths.
Yeah, play the game.
and run their legs instead.
Yeah,
Same thing as actors and actresses.
Yeah, go
Do
on
your
film
job.
and go on camera and
Keep
shut
it
up
quiet.
and keep us
Same
entertained.
thing with the media.
That's what we're paying you for.
People are dumb enough to listen to you for your word. And
We're
you don't
paying
know.
$11 for the ticket to go see Al Pacino saying "ooh ah."
Yeah.
Don't say anything else. Just using you.
Don't
as an
say
example.
ooh ah and
And
Trump
say,
sucks.
yeah, right. Or Biden's great, or he sucks, or he's whatever.
Yeah.
I would say
Name the
nothing.
movie.
What? Son of a Woman?
Yep, there you go. That's a good movie. Man.
Great movie. Got the Academy Award for that.
Great movie.
Anyway, what else we got in sports? So we talked about they're going to have the tournament in the bubble.
Yep. And the fact that the Giants got 2 wins and they're in second place. Or 3 wins. No, they got 3 wins. They're in
How'd
second
our
place.
college team do?
They didn't play.
Number 3.
I'm
Okay.
number 5.
They didn't play because of COVID.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let me ask you something. Let me ask your opinion. Now he feels. He goes, they're undefeated. They're 3-0. They played 3 games. There's teams behind them that are 8-1 or 7-1, and they're behind the team that's 3-0.
Shouldn't be.
It's only played 3 games. They're undefeated, but they've only played 3 games, but they're still ranked higher than.
Somebody it's 8-1. I don't think that should be. I don't think it should be because they played the game.
But they're rating the teams on however the rating system is.
I know.
And so you can tell me by the time they're done, if they can go 6-0, if they get to play another 3 games and go 6-0,
Which they
and
will
make a
probably.
playoffs over somebody that might be 9-1 or.
I don't think
10-1.
they're going to with 6-0. If they have one more, it's not a forfeit. What is it? No contest. No contest. It's not whatever. They don't. If they don't play one more game, they're out of contention.
Yeah, I thought it was one to begin with.
Well, they're counting now the championship game as being one that they play. So there's absolutely no way that they can recover from a second
Two losses, two.
non-playing game.
My team's doing good.
I do
They're
know
playing
one
good.
thing. This past weekend, they were the coach Ryan Day was out scrambling and advocating for playing another team.
Absolutely.
And the Big Ten said no. He petitioned them again, and they said, okay, well, we're going to let you play another Big Ten team that's not playing. Well, all the Big Ten teams are playing. So then he comes back the third time, and he says, can we play out of conference? And they said, well, what are you talking about? You know, this was just talk. He says, well, if I can get Alabama to agree to play, would you let us go down to Tuscaloosa and play Alabama? And the Big Ten commissioner at first said no. So the fourth time he went to him, he says, if I can convince Alabama to let us come down there and play in Tuscaloosa, will you let us go? And they said, we'll let you go if the SEC agrees with it. The SEC didn't agree with it.
That's a
Really?
shame.
Because they're stuck to all conference only.
They're all conference as well. And what, a lot of people were upset about this because what essentially they're doing is they're trading an away game for an away game. And they're saying, well, if we go to Alabama and play them there, then they need to come to Columbus and play us here.
But under
But
circumstances.
that wasn't the circumstance. The circumstance was we needed to play somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what a premier game that would have been.
Oh man!
They're
Can
not-
you
kidding?
imagine?
They're not planning the schedule 5-6 years out where you got a home and away.
Right.
I mean, under the circumstances,
nonsense.
you would think all these coaches and teams would want to stick together and let these kids play.
Yeah.
Let them play.
And
They
I
need
don't-
to play.
When you really get down to it, I don't think that Saban would have disagreed to playing at home Ohio State
No.
because he plays non-conference games in, they call them neutral fields.
Right.
Neutral.
Yeah.
He doesn't like playing a big team.
On somebody
On-
else's
on their
territory.
turf.
Yeah, sure.
So he'd rather play them in Dallas or Atlanta or
Right.
Indianapolis.
You've seen Alabama play a couple of games this year. They haven't been overpowering. Not on all the games.
Right.
I think Ohio State probably would have.
It would have been.
It would
I
have
don't
been a
care.
good game.
I don't care what anybody says. Who would have won? It would have been the game of the year.
Yeah.
except for the championship game, obviously, it would have been the game because you got number 1 versus number 3, or however they're ranking them.
Right,
It would have been
right.
just a
Yep.
great game.
You know, I'm looking at your Lancero there.
Yep.
Oscar 2012 came out with a barbecue Lancero. I'd be interested to try that one. Maybe we get that here.
That is a bitch of a lighter.
Courtesy of who?
Cigar.
Cigar Enthusiast? No,
Enthusiast.
Cigar enthusiast. I'm sorry, my bad. Slip of the tongue. Yeah, but the Gators are playing pretty good.
Yeah, they are.
That quarterback's damn good.
You got a good backup too. I'm telling you.
He's good.
As far as
Athleticism and
a
plays
balanced
ball.
backup quarterback. If Trasker is that his name?
Trask.
If he gets hurt, I think you've got somebody that can actually take his place.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the Saints.
Yeah.
No, don't even go there. I was going to ask you about that.
All right.
You're just like Russ. Okay, Breeze got hurt. Give your number 2 a chance. They gave Teddy Bridgewater a chance. Give Winston a chance. Winston is to me a better quarterback than Teddy Bridgewater.
Bridgewater's starting.
Winston, where he's at,
Yeah.
but he's not in New Orleans anymore.
No.
Okay, so they all want Tyson Hill in. Tyson Hill is not a starting quarterback.
He's not a starting quarterback.
He's a good backup quarterback.
He's a
Utility
player.
Yeah.
And you take him and put him behind center, you lose him at 5, 6 other positions.
You do.
Yeah.
You can't. He's too
Rounded in a
rounded
sense.
for that
Yeah.
team
Yeah.
to take him out of that position. Give Winston a chance. He played well. He didn't play great. It's the first time he played all year. He played good. Give him more playing time.
Well, he's got it now
Let him prove himself or disprove himself.
We'll see how bad.
You know?
because Breeze is done for the season.
No, he's only out for like 3-4 weeks.
No, they didn't say that this morning on
They changed
ESPN.
they changed their
They
mind.
said he has a punctured lung
Punctured lung and cracked ribs.
I thought it was
and
collapsed.
4 cracked.
Yeah,
ribs.
because he did
The other
couple
side.
the other side the other week, and I don't know if he told anybody.
Yeah, he probably didn't.
Sucked it up. He probably told his trainer, but he put on the flak jacket and sucked it up.
Right, but
I
how do you
don't
puncture
think-
your lung?
I don't know.
It's not like the
It
doctor
was-
was
it
taking
was
the
a-
needle to give him a little
It
shot.
was
and
a
he
pretty
slipped
hard
and they
hit.
were Like,
He got
it didn't look that
he
hard.
got
man.
full 300 pounds on his.
Yeah, dude, that landed.
Did
That
it?
big
I'd have to
300
see-
plus pounder landed on him. I think he's out for the season.
They're saying he's only out for a couple of games. I don't know.
I don't see that.
And we'll see if Bones' premier quarterback steps up.
I never
and-
said he's a premier quarterback. I said he's a good starting quarterback. He's better than Kaepernick.
Better than what's his name? RG3. Does he play still?
Yeah, he's
What's
still,
he like, the 7th-string quarterback for somebody?
he's like second or third somewhere, but nowhere where he's
or
probably
maybe
gonna-
fourth string for
where he's
that
going to
matter.
play a lot, man.
You never know.
I don't know.
How about that?
Caitlin's upset about that Ohio State thing because Nebraska wanted to play somebody else and they wouldn't let them play.
I know. It at the beginning of the season they wouldn't let them, and now they're starting to realize the Big Ten commissioner is a doofus, and he needs to be fired. But they realized that's screwed up, and they said that they can reschedule or they can schedule another team even if they played them before. So if we go further into the season and Indiana,
Just
for
to
example,
get another game in.
to get another game in. So Nebraska could end up playing Ohio State again if both of them's opponents
Interesting.
ends up calling in because of COVID.
It's
So
like a
that
home and away in the same season.
they could end up doing that.
But they're gonna. I bet you they make Nebraska come back up to. Somebody's gonna have to go up to the horseshoe to play.
I don't know. It just depends on. I guess it depends on the commissioner at that point in time who does what.
Welcome, Kerr.
I got one in my humidor.
I will send the reminder out tomorrow and every other day until next Tuesday.
Just to remind you, because we know you're old.
That was my bad. Yeah, he's 50 now.
He is. He's old.
Yes, he is. He's he's getting his AARP shit in the mail.
Pretty soon, yeah.
Now, unlike my wife is getting her Medicare stuff in the mail.
I'm getting all kinds of stuff on because I'm getting up there too. I'm getting all kinds of stuff now. Now's the time to plan for your retirement. And I'm like,
Get away.
give me that money and I'm gone.
Give me the early out money and we're out of here.
Yep.
Me, Merrily, and Mort over here will have a retirement party at the same time.
Call me
One-
retired.
One big freaking party. As a matter of fact, he went out and did the Democrat thing on Wednesday last week on Veterans Day and got everything free.
I did, man. I lived like a Democrat, dude.
Did you?
Oh, we hit 2 Little Caesars pizzas for free pizza. We hit 2 chicks for their chicken.
Chicken salad check.
Yes.
That's good stuff.
We hit 2 of them.
2 of them.
Yeah, because there's one in Gulfport, too.
Oh, is there? When
Yeah.
did you open that
Oh,
up?
I don't know.
Is that the only
We found it. I did a U-turn, went and got those. We had, goodness, we got
That's what I'm eating right now.
chicken salad check.
we got
Good stuff.
a voucher at Texas Roadhouse. We ended up at
Voucher?
Applebee's.
Oh, you didn't have to
Who was
spend?
that
Didn't
for?
have
What
to-
was that for?
Veterans Day.
Oh man, you got it going
I
on.
told you I live like a Democrat. It was.
Yeah.
It was. She's sitting in the front seat and she's like, "Oh, this place has got this." So we Starbucks. They give them free coffees.
Welcome,
Krispy
Doc.
Kreme's doing free donut coffee.
Yeah.
Man, we were just going into all these places.
Smoking the San Geronimo right now. Doc Caffey's on, Kerr's on.
Look at that.
Roll
Two
Tide,
of,
Keith
our,
said.
two of our guests from next week. Now we just got to get
Gentlemen, hey Doc.
Doc Caffey,
DAB
we
and
are
Armin.
definitely thinking about you folks in
Oh, absolutely.
in Honduras.
I
And
can't
we,
get over
Our
160
well
miles.
wishes are with you.
160 mile an hour winds.
man, that was a brute. That I saw the thing. They showed the time lapse thing as it was coming ashore, and it's like, holy smokes!
It was like freaking.
Yeah, that little eye, man. It was like,
It was like freaking
Crazy.
Holy
Katrina
smokes.
side. It was big, man.
yeah, it was
Holy
big. It's a big
crap.
storm.
I didn't get to go through that one. Thank
15
God.
miles from where the last one hit.
And even the wife saw that on the news tonight. She's like, "What's that going to do for your cigar industry?" I said,
It's not gonna be good.
Nothing.
Yeah, we're going to be getting a lot of Dominican cigars. I mean, I hate to say that, and I hope that's not true, but
You think?
well, I mean, it's hitting Honduras and Nicaragua twice, so that definitely is
That's
going to
not
have
good.
that's going to have,
it's gonna
an
have
impact.
an impact for sure.
And those poor people, they just less than 2 weeks ago got hit by a major storm, and they just started picking things up. You know,
Now
and they
they're
got
bombarded
piles
again.
of stuff. I mean, you know how it is because we got piles of stuff around here.
Yeah, sure.
And so now all this stuff becomes projectiles,
Oh, absolutely.
and
Like spears.
It's crazy.
Ronnie's on. Remember they got the Great Lake Smoke
Great
show
Lake
on
Smoke.
at 7:30. They
There
got.
will be shortages.
They do a good show. They do good. It's fun to watch. It's. They got their cousin Frank.
They drink a lot of liquor. Dude.
Oh yeah, they do. They drink a lot of.
I mean,
bourbon.
when we retire, we can do well, with the exception of you.
Right.
You know, we could probably hammer a few and
I can drive.
If I didn't have
say
to,
some
if I
things.
didn't have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Well, I don't get up 5 now. I get up at 6 now.
Or 7,
Or 7.
or 7:30.
Oh, I'm signed on by 7. I'm on the computer by 7.
So he's up at 6:55.
Yeah.
I didn't get off.
Flip flops and
No,
boxers.
No, he's just his boxers and t-shirt.
Actually, I get up and let the dogs out at 5:36.
I know how that is because I did it because it's like, oh gosh, I gotta go log in. So,
But we do have power.
Like,
We do have lights back at work, so we are back. We will be back at work the Monday after Thanksgiving. Everybody was given the.
You okay, huh?
Yeah, I did that and said, get your time card in today because we got another accelerated pay period
yes, we do.
because of
So
Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
with Ronnie and those guys, what we need to do if we get that early retirement, take a road trip because COVID will be done by then.
I'm
We'll just go up there and get wrecked with them on their show.
That works for
Jeff,
me.
he
It worked
emailed
for you,
earlier,
Ronnie?
he'll reach out to you. Gabby just said he emailed you.
Oh, okay. All right. I will check my email. Probably tomorrow. Sorry. It's going to be a late night.
Doc, we got to get some of those
yeah.
Libres or whatever you want to call them.
We got to get them
The
in.
twisted ones. I'm working on that. We got to sit down with him.
We got to get them in.
We're
I
gonna.
got to try one right here.
We said we're gonna sit down this week. What else we got? We got We again go to YouTube, sign on, subscribe, hit the reminder. Right now we only got Colibras. Colibras? Is that how you Colibras? Colibras?
Culibre.
Not that we can hear them.
Colibras.
Is that what that says? Culibre?
Culibre. It's really pretty
We'll
cool.
massacre the heck out of the
He'll tell us the whole story again last
Yeah.
night. We'll get him to tell it again how they came up with that.
Yeah.
It's not a gimmick thing. It's a actual.
No, it's
It's
three
from history from.
3 cigars, right?
Yeah. What happened was, as something basically it boils down to the cigar rollers and factory workers smoking cigars during the day or able to take some home.
Yeah.
So they came up with this. We can
So-
only take one.
So they let them
kind
take
of-
one home, so they bundle
They
three.
come together.
Bundle 3
And it's
together.
actually pretty. It looks pretty interesting to smoke.
I've seen pictures of people trying to smoke all of it at the same time.
When are we going to have a Gabby Caffey T-shirt?
I don't know.
That would be pretty cool. With his image on there.
You know, he's all about the cigar.
He is.
He's not.
It's not about himself.
He's not about himself, or
It would still be
or
all
I
right.
think the swag
I'm just
or
thinking.
anything. He puts out a great product.
I-
Every product he makes for somebody is.
Well, there's living proof right there that the artisanship of that cigar, and I think I've even got.
You know, they haven't gotten delivered yet, but he's got the double Maduro Big Tony named after Kerr's dad coming out.
The Big Tony.
The Big Tony, his dad's Anthony.
In fact, yes,
Orange for some
here
reason. The
Yeah,
Grass
the
Gringo.
Sweetgrass.
the Sweetgrass Gringo.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, it's a good cigar. That one's been aging for about a month and a half or so. I'm looking.
You
forward
are
to
all blurry. We are all blurry.
it. We're blurring.
Caitlin's watching us.
Well, Caitlin, you need to
Are you sober?
fix those eyes and.
Are you wearing your glasses?
You know, she got me into.
No telling what she got you.
No,
into.
she mentioned blue light glasses. So when you look at a computer all day
Yeah.
long,
God.
yeah, right, look at this. Don't point it this way.
Well, yeah, keep it that way. Don't point it over
But
here.
it actually works.
Man, you could build a boat with this thing.
Yeah, a big ship.
When I'm wearing my contacts on the computer and I wear these blue light glasses, you can see it's a little bit darker to cut that blue light out.
Right?
But I tend to forget I have them on. So when I get up from my computer and walk around, I'm still wearing freaking
Yeah.
things because I'm seeing perfect. But he hasn't played well this year so far, but he's not playing bad, I don't think, Antonio Brown. But just before he signed with Tampa Bay, he got in a little bit of trouble.
He did get in
And
some
Tampa
trouble.
Bay knew about it before they signed him.
Yeah.
They want him to play football.
Yeah.
He's always going to get in trouble, whatever he does.
Apparently,
He can't go to the freaking store without getting in trouble.
Something went on. Something happened.
At least he didn't put a lobster in his pants.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
No, it was crab legs. And it wasn't in his pants. He just walked out with them.
Who did that?
James Winston when he was in college.
Oh, it was.
Yeah, it was college. He didn't know any better.
He didn't know anybody. He was
Well, he
21.
knew better when he was in the pros and fondled the Uber driver. That he knew.
Yeah,
about.
he knew about
But,
that. I
apparently-
wasn't driving that day.
Yeah.
Aren't you? You're like, have you ever been fondled driving an Uber?
No, but if he did it, I would be all right with it.
Sadly, you haven't.
No, sadly, I haven't. But I would be all right with it him because I'd get a check out of it.
He knew better. That's a fact. But Antonio, apparently something happened at the gated community he lived in, at the gate. And he threw something at the gate, and then he destroyed the security camera outside, and blah, blah, blah. And the president of the HOA said, it's not that bad. It's not really worth
Because he wrote him a check.
You know what? But when he first got to Tampa Bay, he was living with Brady.
Was he really?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was.
then Brady invited him to live with him till he got a place.
Yeah, he
But
was.
I guess, what's it, Elsa? Is that his wife's name? Elsa? Or
Oh.
I bet you she don't live with them.
No.
No.
Yeah, he was
She not
eating
gonna put up
Cheetos
with
on
that
their
mess.
couch.
No, she wouldn't put up with that.
Would you want him in your house with your kids?
I mean, if I knew he was a criminal, I wouldn't. But I mean, to have a pro athlete come say, "Listen, I'm in Biloxi. I can't get a room. Can I stay at your house?" I'd say, "Come on over, hang out. We'll talk about some of the stuff you'd want to ask questions about pro athletes that you wouldn't normally know, the citizens. You know what I mean?
Why-
Like when I asked the
Pull out
wide,
the liquor
the wide
bottle and-
receiver from geez, my thought process. When what's his name was made the barbecue sauce, he was playing for New Orleans. He was what the hell's his name? The
Oh,
wide
when
receiver.
you went to that golf tournament.
Yeah, when I was with what Ed introduced me to, I had lunch with him twice, and I asked him how they got paid. He told me they get paid twice a month.
Yeah.
And I was asking, I said, I was asking him questions like, how's it like to get a check
Joe
like that with six figures on
Joe
it?
Horn's
Yeah.
his name.
Yeah, Joe Horn. Thank you.
You heard that from outside?
I'm on.
Oh, okay.
But I said, how is that? Like, I just asked him questions about certain things that you would be fascinated by. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And getting checks with 4 or 5 zeros and stuff like that.
Every 2 weeks.
They
huh?
get
Every
paid
2
twice.
weeks.
They get paid twice a month.
And you know something about them too that we learned? We learned this again from Ed. Like baseball players, when they play in a certain city,
They pay taxes.
they get a
there.
W-2 from that city.
Yeah.
They play
Yeah.
at.
Oh yeah, Phil told me that.
Can you imagine having to fill out freaking
They
30
got- they got
different
accountants
tax
that do
returns?
that.
I know, but,
But
still.
but yeah, I was asking him like questions like that, and he says, "Well, the first time, it was damn cool
Yeah.
because you're looking at it," and he said, "You're not believing it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you went from whatever you were making on the outside before you became a pro to making this kind of money, and it's like, yeah. He was going, yeah.
What do you think Mahomes' freaking check looks like?
Oh. Yeah, it probably looks pretty good.
You open up your bank account and there you go. Oh,
Well, you know,
$30 million.
when I was working for the Sixers and the Flyers up in Philadelphia, Iverson got $10,000 in cash stole from him from the locker room.
Oh.
And it was Pat Croce's brother who was the president of the Sixers at the time. You don't know who Pat Croce is, but Pat Croce owned a large amount of physical therapy places, and he was the physical therapist for the Sixers and the Flyers. So he sold all of his businesses and bought into a minority owner of the Sixers, and his brother was the physical therapist for them. Well, he was going into the locker rooms and tapping their pockets, but he got Iverson for $10,000 in cash.
Wow.
Like, why would you be having that in your pocket? You know what I mean?
Because he can.
Why would
I
you,
know he can.
Why
but
would
I'm
you
just-
take all of it?
Yeah, but you know what? I'd rather take it all. If you're going to get caught, you might as well have it all spent than spend just a little bit.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? I would just be having the black card, and that's accepted everywhere, and just do what you want. But he was
Yeah.
a young guy,
flashing
who-
cash.
yeah, flash and all that. But
He was good though.
yeah,
But
absolutely,
he
was good.
He was.
He turned out to be a nice man, but he wasn't a nice young man.
Well, you can't say that about a lot of players, but because a lot of them just they from start to finish, they're just scum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
a,
they are.
lot of them learn.
They mature
They
a
get
little bit.
older. They get.
Well, it's like anything. You're 22 and you got a million, but if you're 42, it's a different story. You're behaving differently. You have experiences in life.
Johnny Manziel never
You know what I
caught
mean?
on.
Yeah, especially when he went like this when he was getting at the award ceremony.
Well, he did that in college too.
Yeah. He was a fool. Now what's he doing?
He's not playing
He's doing
football.
what's that commercial?
It's not the general.
Yeah, wasn't it the General? Wasn't it
No,
something else?
No. It was an
with a
insurance
P- with a P
company.
or something.
He was doing it.
But how
He
do you like
was
to do
doing it
that
for
when he could have
insurance.
been a big
Him
pro?
and Tanya Hardy.
Yeah.
Oh.
They were in the green room together.
God, what was it?
Now, why would you
what
do
was
that?
insurance company? I know
It wasn't the general.
No,
I know. I thought it was.
It
the
wasn't
General.
progressive. Was it progressive?
No.
No, it wasn't.
Began
It
with a
wasn't
P
a
or
big
something.
one. It was
No,
just like
it
it one. It was like a ham and egger.
Yeah. It's
You know
like
what I
the
mean?
general. you
Yeah.
know?
It was a ham and egger.
That's Shaq's
Organization.
territory.
Yeah. He did that just because they offered him a big money to get in a comedy
That
car.
freaking gold bond.
Yeah,
He
I got the gold bond.
You got everything.
But,
He's going after the money.
Yeah, but I just like I say, going back to Joe Horn, I just asked him questions that maybe he wouldn't normally get from people.
Yeah.
And we sat down with him like 2 or 3 times. I had lunch with him, and he was real cool. He gave us sauces, he gave us autographs and stuff like that. But he was just a regular guy. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Sitting here with a guy, pro athlete, pretty cool, having lunch with him.
Yeah.
And how many people get to do that?
Not many.
You know what I mean?
Not many.
Did you watch any of the Masters this weekend?
I'm not a golfer.
I got to throw Eric Lindros' keys back to him when he tried to tell me to park his car.
Who?
Eric Lindros,
Threw
he
him
was the
back at
captain
him.
for the Philadelphia Flyers.
Threw him back at him. Said, I'm
Yeah,
not parking your car.
I said, I don't do that. He tossed them to me. He says, here, go out and park the car somewhere or in a spot. I said, right back at me. He called him. I said, I don't do that.
Oh, I would have took them gone for a ride.
Not if there's no cash attached
Yeah.
to it.
You know what I mean? He had a big Mercedes out there.
Yeah.
I remember doing that to him.
Throw me a bundle while you throw me the
After
keys.
that, he signed a couple of pucks for me. Before that, his assistant, I would ask him to sign some pucks for me because there were some disabled kids in the neighborhood, and they were hockey fans, and I would ask to get him pucks. And after I did that incident to him, he signed the pucks.
Wow. He's like, this kid's got some balls.
Yeah, I guess he said, man, he ain't taking none of my shit.
Yeah, good.
So,
It's the way it should be. You shouldn't take any employees or anybody working in a service industry shouldn't have to take any shit from people.
Park my car.
No,
Park my car
they
Now, if he would have asked me differently, I would have did it.
with a C note attached to it.
No, he would have said, he knew who I was.
Could
He
you do
knew
me a
my name. I
favor?
had to
Park
wear
my
a new
car
one.
for me?
If you said, Rob, I got to run down to the office. Could you do me a favor and just park my car and give the keys to the assistant? I would have said, sure. You know what I mean? But when you throw them to me and act me like I'm your lackey, ain't happening with me.
You're nobody's lackey.
No, I'm not. Who's Joe's?
Justin.
No, I ain't his lackey. He's my lackey.
Oh.
That sounds a lot like Shanahan talking about his boss.
Oh,
Yeah, he's not my boss.
I know everything. But so his first round in the Masters, he shoots a 68, the best opening round for him ever
In his play.
in the Masters.
Right.
Has an okay second round, third round okay, but going in the fourth round, he was what, 5 or 6 down.
5 or
Okay.
6, yeah.
He birdied the last 5 of the last 6 holes, but before he started that birdie string, he hit a par 3. Worst hole he's ever had as a pro. He took
10? 10, yeah, you told me that.
10.
10.
3 in the drink,
3 in a drink, which turns into 6, right?
and then out and on. It's kind of like a tin cup hole.
Yeah.
It's-
He just kept on saying, I'm going to go for it.
well, it was a par 3. He said he got up there. He didn't adjust for the wind right the first time, and then when he went up the second time, thought he adjusted for the wind. He didn't, and then the third time he got up there, just as he's hitting, the wind just started going the other way, and he's already in the swing. So you're kind of like,
Do you think he
Yeah.
said any profanity when he was doing that? Like you.
that's something he can't blame on his caddy.
No,
That's all on
he didn't,
him,
no.
man.
He asked for the club.
Oh, dude,
I
I
don't
couldn't.
follow
But
that.
Justin,
Biggest
Justin,
waste of
what's
real
his
estate.
name? The guy won it, who Kagger put the coat on.
$2 million payday for
Yeah,
him.
$2 million, and he got the green. He got the green jacket.
He jumped on a plane, took a private plane to the Caribbean, drinking tequila, and playing giant Jenga games.
Did you see his girlfriend? Woo! I wonder why he get such a good-looking girlfriend.
Could money have something to do with it?
Wish I was a girl just once.
But you know something? That's not necessarily true, because if you take a really good look at Tiger's,
The ones he
Girlfriend?
was having,
well, no, the one he had, the girlfriend he has now,
right? Just average.
yeah,
Yep, just all right. Yeah, just nice looking, but just all right.
Yeah.
Nothing like you was going to spin your head around with.
but if she's good to him,
So be it,
Well, I mean, that's what it really comes down to anyway.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Isn't it? But if I had the money, I'd just rather have the nice one. Because
At least once, right?
She's going to be real good to you because you got the dough.
but I can see me making that
Dude,
kind of
when I-
face
like
when
I
we win
said,
the lottery.
When I, like I said again, when I worked for the Sixers and the Flyers, if you would have seen some of them ball players' girlfriends, you were going, how can this be? How can this be that they're all just head turners?
Well, I think
And the guys, they even though they're pros, they weren't. There's a lot of basketball players that are not too good looking.
yeah, you're right.
Oh, same thing with hockey.
You know what I mean? They,
Oh,
they
the
don't got no
hockey guys.
teeth. They don't got no teeth.
Not at all.
If there's a hockey player, I'd like to probably put a survey out there. If there's a hockey player that's been in the league since he's been in, youth to high school and college and so forth to the pros that has his front teeth, it
All
would be
his
a
teeth.
miracle.
Yeah, I think it would
Oh,
be.
they all take something. But the only professional team I ever got to work for were the Islanders. A friend of ours, dad was, I call him the construction guy. So, he was the lead construction guy that put up the basketball courts, put
Right,
them
yeah,
down,
yeah.
boards, all that crap. Got us all a job selling candy,
Popcorn and all that,
shit. So we got to see. Well, we're back in the day when Bossy was playing.
Yep, Mike Bossy.
Nystrom, Nystrom was playing. Nystrom was the bad guy who took care of, because Bossy wasn't a fighter.
Yeah, he wasn't a fighter. He was a
Yeah.
player. I know what you mean.
Nystrom was the bull, man. But that was back. That was shit. That was that was a long time ago, man.
I got to see Jordan and Iverson play. I got to see Jordan and Larry Bird play. That was pretty cool.
Little mom and pop little restaurant there.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Some of the great, and of course, everybody loved. We were too young then, but Dr. J, we were just watching it on TV back then, in '83 when they won the World Championship.
My friend's sister used to babysit for his kids.
Oh, Dr. J, that's pretty cool. And you know what? There's a guy who's always a gentleman. Never got no jams. Never nothing. I think his wife's name was Carmelia, wasn't
Was
it?
he?
Yeah, something like
can't
that. Something like
Wasn't he
that.
the first one to ever take off from the foul line?
Yes. Yeah.
That
He was the first one that was in the air.
It's amazing to watch.
Yeah.
Man. Now
But,
they take off and they got 2-3 steps and it's like that's not travel.
yeah.
I know.
That's not a travel. Really? But the chairman of the Cigar Association of America stepped down after 5 years.
Yes.
Javier
Cabana?
Estads?
Oh, okay.
Why did he step down? Did he say? Is he an elderly person?
No,
Wow.
he could have been 50,
Yeah. At the
55.
most.
Really?
Yeah, he didn't look very old.
What, did they say why he stepped down?
Oh, maybe a lot of these guys
Maybe he
get
just got tired
frustrated
of
with the business and
Tired of the politics of it?
Could have been.
Yeah.
Maybe he's got his own job.
Yeah.
You know, he went back to his law firm or something.
Yeah. Sure.
Just never know. Never know.
well, I hate to see one of the three we're having on next week step down. They've done a great job with the BCA.
Well, we won't let them know. We'll tell them we'll send
Yeah,
some people to
You're
say.
not allowed to step down.
Yeah, you're not allowed to step down, guys, if you're listening. Gabby, Kerr, and
Armor
Armand.
from New York.
Armand.
He's not on.
No,
Armand.
he had something going on tonight. He'll be on next week.
You have
Though.
to say it
Wasn't
like
that Robin Williams movie with Armand?
Yeah, I can hear you.
What? He played Armand, didn't he?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
The
What movie?
Birdcage.
Yeah, the birdcage.
Oh.
Yeah,
Was that
dude,
his name?
this is no joke.
That was a
As he
funny
said
movie,
that,
man.
the Jew broad's aunt Jerry looked just, and I got some slack for this. When Gene Hackman dressed up as the girl, I said
That was
at
her
a
aunt?
party,
Oh.
I'm telling you to the T, with the hair, white hair and stuff like that. And I said, look, we were watching that with her mother. And I said, look, it's Aunt Jerry. She didn't like that. She thought that was very insulting.
What was the song that they danced out to?
I'm trying to get the rhythm when they all walked out.
Sister Sledge.
Oh yeah, what's it called? My Family.
Yeah, we are family.
Yeah, We Are Family.
Yeah.
Which I went to high school with them.
With Sister Sledge.
Sister Sledge went to Alny High School. I graduated with them.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, the two sisters. One sister was 81, and the sister I graduated was in 82.
Well, I thought you were gonna say they were 8.
That was the if there is an anthem for the gays coming out, that was it.
Yeah.
Or that and I'm coming out. That
I'm
song.
coming.
Yeah.
Who sang that? I want the
Or,
world to
that one that
know.
Lady Gaga came out with.
Well, that was. I mean,
Or earlier.
yeah, because it was in the
That was
70s.
Susan. What's it called? Suzanne.
It wasn't Suzanne Summers.
No, not Suzanne Summers. Donna Summers.
Diana Ross.
Diana Ross.
Yeah,
Diana Ross. Thanks.
It wasn't
From the
It wasn't
background,
Summers.
we have our intern
Musical.
who knows all the
Well, he's
information.
Navy. He's Navy, so he'd know that.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
He's one of the good Navy guys.
Suzanne Summers played on Weed Three's Company.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Donna Summers.
Donna Summers.
Oh,
Suzanne Summers. I remember when she
The
played
disco
on,
queen.
Donna Summers sang
Yeah.
like
Donna
that.
Summers,
Yeah.
disco queen.
with John Ritter and Joyce DeWitt.
Yeah.
They did a remake of that. I think it's on TV now, isn't it?
Really?
Three's Company?
Well, two of them are dead, right?
No. I'm talking about total remake.
Oh, okay.
New
New
actors,
actresses and
everything.
actresses.
Yeah.
Because they're doing that with
I'm sorry, I'm not allowed to say actress.
Fresh Prince and Bel Air.
Yeah.
They're doing a reunion show
Yeah.
with all
All of them.
The Butler.
Well, Dad's not gonna be there.
No, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called? What was his name?
Alfred?
No.
Norm?
That was Benson.
No, that's Ben-
What's
Ben-
the butler's name on the Fresh Prince?
Dr. Phil?
No, the butler. What was his name?
Oh, shit. You had to ask me that one.
Oh, we're hoping you got the good answers.
I can see. I can see Will Smith saying his name right now, but I
Mhm.
can't.
Was
Mr. Willis.
Gazzy Jeff gonna be there too?
Yes, he came around the corner in the same house they were in.
The Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah. That was a good show.
That was a good show.
No.
Oh my God!
Somebody will get
Alfred?
it.
No.
No, that's
Somebody will
Batman.
get it.
All right, we can't do it for too long
No,
because we only got 9
But-
minutes left.
Go back to Ronnie and company at the Great Lakes Smoke Show.
Yeah.
They do a segment at the end of the show with their cousin. He's on the show the whole show, but they call it Stump the Chooch.
Okay.
At the last 10 minutes or so. He comes up with 3 trivia questions, usually history. Go back.
Jeffrey was the butler's name?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey, that's it.
That's it.
They go back. He has anywhere from hundreds of years, 100 years back to current or whatever. The first 3 questions go to them to
Right.
stump the 3 of them on the show. It's Ronnie, Robbie, and Kyle.
And then it goes out to the guest.
And then the last question,
the guest,
4th question
the
goes out
audience.
to the guest, and that's when they give away the pipe.
Oh,
Or last week they gave away a nice lighter.
Where's it at now?
So
You
we're gonna
haven't
we should
delivered
come
yet?
up. We should come up with something like that for the last 15 minutes.
why you would
Couple
win it?
questions. But we have to come up with a different.
No, he can't win. We're giving it away.
You
Yeah.
have to. He can't win.
Nobody that works or associated or family members can win off the show.
Well, that pretty much eliminates everybody's watching.
Yeah, Caitlin can't win. Yeah. Allie can't win.
No, because we're not shipping it to Australia.
Oh.
No.
It'd be cheaper to walk it there.
We'll just send Bones there.
Yeah, he's
No,
going there
we
in
won't.
6 months anyway.
No, we won't.
Yeah, Allie Bones will bring it with him because he's coming soon.
I won't even consider it till after I get the vaccine and the COVID shit's over. So I am not sitting that
Well, that's 6 months.
with a mask on for that long. A
Oh,
flight.
no.
No.
You just got to wonder if this
I have
is.
a water bottle in my hand the whole freaking time because I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring one of them 5 down things where you just say, this is how I put a straw
my
in
drink.
it. Yeah, this is my drink.
Stop at the
Well, no, he took his mask
liquor
off. He's
store.
over the ocean, so they can't kick him off then. And they have nowhere to land.
no, but
They could put me on
if
the
something does happen,
They put me on the no-fly list after when I land.
if something does happen, they'll turn around.
Yeah, but that may be good, so you don't have to ever go
Because if
back.
you go over there now, you got to quarantine for 2 weeks when you get there.
Yeah.
So it's
and there's no testing out of quarantine either. I know all about the no testing out of quarantine.
You got to do your whole thing. And like I said, Brendan tested at the 10-day mark. He tested negative. So when do you want to get out? Friday. No, you can't leave Friday. I'm leaving Friday or Saturday morning at 12:01. I am not staying in here
Another day.
another night if I don't have to.
Well, he had ulterior motives too.
Yeah, you want to be with your family, but still,
Well,
if I'm on vacation,
or
I
other.
don't want to quarantine. If you got to quarantine for 2 weeks, you got to be there for at least a month and a half. You might as well stay for 6.
Well, yeah, you
6 months there, 6 months here. Ain't that what she says?
That's what she says. But I don't.
so
think,
that's what's going to happen.
I don't think she could do that on Social Security. Or
I don't think she'd want to either. You know what I mean?
She says that now, but I don't know.
That'd be a long time to go somewhere else.
I know you wouldn't choose winter in Mississippi and winter in Australia. You'd go.
Oh,
You'd stay summertime here and then go summertime there, right?
Absolutely,
yeah, that would be the thing.
absolutely. Hot. I don't care how hot it is.
Well, it don't get too cold there in the winter, does it?
Yeah, it gets pretty.
Oh
chilly
yeah,
there.
it's just like
But
here.
not- oh, is it?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
it's just
Okay.
opposite, man. It
Yeah,
gets
they're-
pretty-
Okay.
Just flip it.
But they got a lot of poisonous venomous.
They got a lot of venomous
Snakes,
shit.
yeah,
spiders.
venomous, people.
Animals. They got
Yeah, they
animals
got
that'll kill
Komodo
you.
dragon. It's as big as this
The-
table.
The duck-billed platypus.
Yeah.
You know, I went to empty the garbage the other night, and I opened the garage and went to turn the corner. And I heard some rustling all by the garbage cans. I went right back in the garage and waited for a little bit. It could have been raccoon, could have been.
Yeah.
A rabid raccoon.
You don't
Yeah.
know, man. We live in the county. It's
Well, I see
in the woods.
raccoons on top of my trash can sometimes. Yep,
Yeah,
they're trying to get in.
Talk to each other. Hey,
There's
taste this.
2 of them.
Oh,
I
it
just
tastes
let 'em
awful.
go.
Tastes
I
like
just, boom, I
burnt
walked the
hair
other
and
way.
chutney.
Yeah, I just walked the other way.
Dude,
But 2 raccoons, when I feed the cats, there's 2 raccoons that come up right up to me, and they eat the cat food too. They come right up.
they move the cat out of the way.
No, they eat all together.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, yeah. I was surprised at that because I seen them running around. And then I dumped the hard. They don't eat the wet; they eat the hard, the crunchy stuff. And I came up, and there was
Do they
a
eat with their
kid.
hands?
Yep.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny seeing that. That's
Yeah, they came up and they grabbed it with their two paws, and boom, they're eating it.
yeah.
Yeah, but right with the cats, so they're all hanging out.
Wow.
So
You got critters hanging all over your house.
There was one passed away because I don't see it no more. So and it was pretty sickly when I used to. It used to eat good, but it was all skin and bones. And I asked one of the ladies that brings water to the cats in the daytime, and she said it passed away.
Huh.
So now there's 6 and 2 raccoons.
6 cats and 2 raccoons.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Goes about $100 a month.
But to feed them,
Yeah.
that's a lot of food. Man.
Wow.
Well, you got to figure six of them are eating.
Yeah, but
and
cats,
2,
cats
6 and
don't-
2.
Cats don't eat that much. So.
Well, I
You
give
give
out,
wet
I
food
give
too,
out
don't you?
3 cans of wet, and then a big thing, like probably about this long and about that wide of dry.
That's a lot of dry food.
Yeah, but they're eating it. They're all getting.
It's all
feeding
gone,
good.
bud.
Yeah. Oh, damn! When I come back, there's not even a morsel there.
So I'll tell you, our cat, when she eats her food, she sees the bottom of the bowl.
That she's done.
She's meowing and she's,
It's empty.
hey, it's
Yeah.
empty. Put
Yeah,
more food in there.
yeah,
She'll eat all day long, man.
yeah. But that's what it's costing about
So
$100
are
a
those
month.
dogs. I put that
You know what I
food. I put that food down whether in the morning or at night. Kenai, because
You gotta figure
Brendan's
it's-
dog is. I put them down at the same time. All right, who's going to finish first? Bam! That
It's
not
80,
even 60 seconds and his food's gone.
Does he go after the other ones too?
He waits for them to lead the ball. But Nolly doesn't let him. Bo finishes and they got to pick it up, put it on the stove so he doesn't eat his food.
Uh-huh.
Oh, he'd eat it all.
Yeah.
He would eat it all, man.
We want
Hey,
to
you
talk about
smoking a
politics
cigar?
before we leave, or we done?
We're about
What do
done.
we
We're
got?
done?
What have we got on politics?
Oh goodness,
Oh, that would last longer than we got.
we're still counting.
I know we're
No,
still.
they found more votes too, man. They found like 2,600 more votes. The
For
guy
Trump?
for Pennsylvania, the guy said that county guy needs to be fired. You shouldn't find 2,600 votes at this time.
No,
How do you
No.
find where does that come from? And I don't even care who they're for.
it don't
Whether
matter. It
one or
should
the
be
other.
for who it doesn't
You should
matter.
not
It
be
should be
finding
found
that shit
now.
2 weeks after election.
Yeah,
Something's not right. So that makes you wonder what else could be wrong.
sure.
But-
it was a whole debacle.
Like I was talking to my friend in England, Will,
Yeah,
and he's got very insightful when it comes to art because England and the U.S. democratic societies, they're both pretty much a lot alike. He said he just needs to concede, go on, come back in 4 years if that's what he wants to do, but let us move on.
yeah. Let
and
everybody
get it
know.
over with.
Yeah,
But what he said about the vaccine, because we had questions, we talking to him about that because he's got heart problems and stuff. So he took his flu shot. He said, you get the flu shot, get it, wait a week or 2, get your vaccine. He said, because the human body immune system cannot handle getting both at the same. If you get both at the same time, you're done. Which I said, well, does that make you think that all these folks that were on the respirators with all these really bad breathing problems had both? He's like, that's a good possibility.
Could have.
But they tested for COVID. They had COVID.
yeah. So
And
they
that's
don't
what it
test
was
them for
related
both.
to.
Yeah,
They didn't test them for.
yeah,
But
they didn't test them for
Davey's
both.
asking him all these questions. Oh, hesitant about taking it because they rushed it and this and that. Listen, he says he's been a pharmaceutical scientist for 30 years. He goes, the FDA and the English version, the MSH something whatever, are like sister organizations. If we're looking, the FDA is looking at a drug to pass it, and it turns out that England has already done that, they just go.
They show it
and
through.
vice versa.
Right.
But she said, well, they've rushed it. And she said, listen, normal studies is 3,500 to 4,000, I don't know what you call them, subjects or whatever you
Yeah,
want to
subjects.
call,
That would
whatever
be
you
it.
want to call them, in the study, and it passes, it goes and passes. This study, 45,000 over 5 different countries and a 90% rate for Pfizer. Moderna came out and said they're almost 95%, 94, 95% effective.
Yep.
Am I going to take it? Probably.
I am
But
absolutely.
our first thought was let everybody else take it first, and then
See if they flop over.
I'm
I'm
one of
taking it.
I'm one of those.
Okay.
I'll wait until the first round is.
Okay, I'm
is
taking
out.
it.
but it's going to go quick. It's going to be, then they're saying, oh, he's got to find a way to distribute the shit. I sat and watched 60 Minutes last week with the general that's in charge of AFMC. That's in charge of that. I forgot what they call the program to get it out. And the distribution plans they have, we said we can only give out so much information.
Sure.
We can't say where it's going to be and all this because it's secure. They're going to have to
sure.
secure every place that's at. It's going to have to be secure because people are going to go nuts wanting it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So I think bottom line is I'm going to take it, and I know my daughter won't be happy about it, but she said you take that, and I'll kill you. I said,
Well,
then
hopefully it won't.
then don't worry about it because there will be no insurance.
Yes. So, we ending? For the
Yeah, we're
5.5 Legs Virtual Cigar Lounge, it is time to bid you farewell.
Good night, folks.
And we'll
Remember-
see you next week for our 100th episode.
100.
YouTube, go watch,
Subscribe.
sign up, subscribe, hit the little bell for a reminder. And the odds are pretty good if nobody else signs up that one of those 21 people are going to win something,
Yeah.
a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Pretty cool. So good night from Mort, Bones, and myself, Maverick. Have a good evening.
Good night, folks.
It's freaking cold out.
That was a good show.